consensus view that cryptocurrency may or may not, which might sound oxymoronic, but may or may not have a future role to play. But stablecoins, yes. Tokenization, yes. Underlying technology that will have a profound impact on the operating system of capital markets going forward, yes.
Wants to get $100 million worth of yen into its New York branch. It needs $100 million of yen in Tokyo and $100 million of dollars in New York. You create a stable coin, it attaches the money and simultaneously it's transferred. You don't need to have money in two places.
First, cryptocurrency was a fraud. It was rat poisoning. They wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. All the banks were shutting down your debit cards for it at the exact same time that they were setting up distributed ledger technology.
Enjoy the ride, pal.
If you got a bag, welcome to the party. Welcome back to some more Moon O'Clock News. No breakfast, no coffee, just straight extra. Foolishness. Shout out to the latest sub. Appreciate you stopping by, tuning in, stuffing some bags. Go ahead, throw on those pilot shades, buckle up, because the future's extra bullish. Let's go full speed, full throttle into the cryptoverse. We got the total global cryptocurrency market cap today, $853 billion, down about 0.1% in the past 24 hours. We got XRP 34 cents, down about 1.7 in the past 24. We got BTC 16,850, ETH right around 12 hundo. And we got Stellar XLM in that number 29 spot, about 7 cents, down about 0.4 in the past 24. This is likely going to be a popular question next week, so preparing an answer now for reference. Why are my Songbird rewards so low this week? See the tweet and image below. We got an STP-01 update. The voting period has concluded. 98% a majority in favor of reducing the FTSO vote power cap 2.5% on the Songbird network. The new cap will be implemented for the next reward epoch. Any RAP Songbird delegators have the next 36 hours to update their delegations if they wish. Speaking of Flare, I'll leave the link down below so you can start connecting to the Flare main network. All you got to do is add the new RPC URL, chain ID, currency symbol, and the block explorer. Also the network name here. If you haven't done so already, start connecting to the Flare main network. Atomic Wallet says we'll support Flare networks in the mid-January, as well as the Flare delegation, and run an Atomic FTSO provider. Atomic Wallet, Flare networks. XRP native token on the XRP Ledger blockchain network has notable market divergence metrics, pointing to a strong bullish case, according to analysis by Santiment. Not your keys, not your crypto breaking. Judge rules that the Celsius users gave up their legal rights to their Bitcoins by using the platform, and all of the 4.2 billion of crypto deposits are now property of Celsius. Get those crypto bags offline into your own secure self-custody cold storage wallets. Not your keys, not your bags. Stuart Alderati, even if true, this only shows that the SEC's unelected bureaucrats believe they have unchecked power to issue indiscriminate closed doors etiquettes under pain of punishment. To those who don't blindly obey, we have crossed from regulation by enforcement to hubris, most foul. Charles Gasparino, the autopsy of the SEC Gov's Ripple case is a work in progress, obviously, but amid the SBF FTX debacle, it's worth asking why the SEC Gov did focus on XRP Ripple. The answer based on my reporting comes down to the SEC believing Ripple's management was flouting. John D in response says, what can get lost here is the mission of the SEC is to protect investors. XRP holders who had nothing to do with Ripple allegedly flaunting the SEC's authority. SEC officials intentionally asserted overbroad allegations cause maximum pain on the people they protect. Shameful. John Dean also says this is where we need regulatory focus. Instead, Gary Gensler intends to cause more bankruptcy, thus causing more results like this. Many of us have been calling for smart, tailored regulation since 2017, 2018, but regulation by enforcement is all we continue to get. Not only did Ripple have to register as a money service business, but had to register XRP sales with FinCEN and the DOJ, not the SEC. Ripple had to select a third-party auditor approved by FinCEN and the DOJ to submit audits of XRP sales for 5 years. The show's almost over. Crypto Eddie, listening to Jack McDonald of PolySign Inc., points to how professional custody will most likely be segregated from exchanges in the future.
Dominic, to that point is global custodial banks. Let's just take a BNY Mellon or a State Street. Yes, to Liz's point, they offer custody, trading, collateral management, et cetera. However, they're not exchanges. That's the big difference here. Coinbase is an exchange, and I'm not speaking ill of Coinbase, but they're an exchange and a custodian. Gemini, an exchange and a custodian. Binance, an exchange and a custodian. I think there's a consensus view that cryptocurrency may or may not, which might sound oxymoronic, but may or may not have a future role to play. But stablecoins, yes. Tokenization, yes. Underlying technology that will have a profound impact on the operating system of capital markets going forward, yes. And so these organizations are building infrastructure anticipating that. And it's much less about whether or not Bitcoin and Ethereum have a meaningful long-term place in an institutional client portfolio.
XRP listed by major exchange. Bitmart will be listing XRP on the digital asset platform on January 5th. Today, 2023, the following trade pair will be available: XRP USDT, 7 a.m. UTC, XRP listing on Bitmart. From 1.5 billion to zero, crypto payments platform Wire shuts down. Wire will be terminating services in January after a failed acquisition with Bolt in September. Crypto Eddie Stellar loses one of his big anchors as the crypto payments firm Wire shuts down, built on Stellar. Great segment other than confusing Bitcoin for XRP. When will they get it right?
You think Bitcoin could take off? You think Bitcoin could take off if the Fed favors a stable coin?
Yes.
That's one of your surprises?
Yeah, no one's expecting this. Everyone's looking at Bitcoin and saying it's down to 17 on its way to 9,000 or 8,000 or whatever it is. Hang on a minute. The Federal Reserve Bank of Atlanta, which is one of the 12 regional banks that make up the Fed, actually came out with a report in November whereby it said we actually see a need for something called for lack of a better word, a Fed coin, a stable coin linked to the dollar that would be backed by the central bank. And here's why. It would speed and enable the transfer of money between banks. We're not talking you and me saying, hey, give me $20 for, drinks last night. No, we're talking about, as an example, Mitsubishi Bank in Tokyo wants to get $100 million worth of yen into its New York branch. It needs $100 million of yen in Tokyo and $100 million of dollars in New York. You create a stable coin, it attaches the money and simultaneously it's transferred. You don't need to have money in two places. You free up the capital.
And
it makes it more efficient.
So a Fed stable coin would make Bitcoin take off.
Yes, because what you're effectively doing is legitimizing the entire system. We all focus on the price of Bitcoin, and that's fair because that's the bright, shiny thing. But it's what Bitcoin can facilitate or accomplish.
All roads lead to the bridge, XRP, the interoperable one. Sentiment this week's modest crypto rally, particularly for altcoins, has led to a spike in social media mentions of terms like buy, buying, bottom, and bullish. Historically, these positive terms are signs of euphoria and FOMO. Tread carefully at this point. Coach JV, Howard's study shows XRP, XLM as coins of choices for many international businesses.
So critical that you pay attention to what I'm about to say. If you've been following my content, we are now heading into the next phase of this new asset class. First, cryptocurrency was a fraud. It was rat poisoning. They wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. All the banks were shutting down your debit cards for it at the exact same time that they were setting up distributed ledger technology, at the exact same time that they were creating their own cryptocurrencies, at the exact same time that they're getting these systems set up for on-demand liquidity. Here's the phase that we're going into now. This is so important. So the first phase was cryptocurrency is a fraud. It's a get-rich-quick scheme. And they proved it through pump and dumps, through allowing all these pump and dumps to happen, people not making informed decisions and getting wrecked. So the bull market smashed up in 2021, and then 2022 became collapsing down dramatically. And the media used this as the opportunity to show how horrible cryptocurrency is. So everybody was super hyped, making all this money, got over leveraged in crypto. All the exchanges got over leveraged, and then they came in and collapsed the exchanges. So we had a stablecoin collapse in 2022. We had Celsius collapse. We had FTX collapse, which completely shook the system. But hold on a second. December 20th, 2020, they threw out the case against Ripple, the most well-run crypto company on the planet. So why would you throw out a case against Ripple, the most well-run crypto company on the planet? But in 2022, the SEC would meet with Sam Bankman-Fried 6 months before the FTX collapse. And the head of the SEC wouldn't meet with Ripple holders to talk to 75,000 Ripple holders that are in a class action lawsuit. But we'll meet with Sam Bankman-Fried, we'll meet with other people. And it was actually put out that one of the SEC people met and had dinner with Sam Bankman-Fried.
Game's all rigged. Know what you hold, why they want you out, trying to shake out the masses before they implement the new digital crypto system. All roads lead to the bridge, XRP. BTC still following the ABC targets nicely. We're now at the wave B resistance, 16.87K, and we should expect a drop soon at wave C to 16.6. Also, the bottom of the channel, be mindful of the pending bearish drop to 14K and 12.1K BTC. Crypto Bull 2020, the XRP chart today looks almost identical to the previous top. Bear market in accumulation phase. I'm expecting an equally explosive move. Most gains will be made by those who are well positioned and have those bags packed, locked and loaded in their own self-custody cold storage. We got an update from Gala here, just a little update from Benefactor regarding the utility of Gala. I've said this before, it's worth saying it very publicly. I think Gala will be the gas token for our layer 1 blockchain. The plan is to burn 50% of the gas and remint the remainder to the founders' nodes and potentially partners who join the ecosystem. The goal is to make the Gala ecosystem deflationary. Grab crypto. Now imagine what will happen. Ripple is the water. Water is more than 70% of the earth. Google is the earth and Google is 1.15 trillion. How much bigger Ripple than Google? In 1998, Yahoo turned down a chance to buy Google for 1 million. Today, Google is worth 1.15 trillion. Never estimate your competitors. The disruptor is usually a nobody initially, but wait till they get a hold of that HODL. Where will you be when those bags finally take flight? We'll catch you up here at the tippy top. I am the XRP Bagman, the Moon Commander, on the mothership, stuffing some bags and enjoying the show. Appreciate you stopping by, tuning in, smashing those likes for some more Moon O'Clock news. Hope y'all continue to stay extra bullish out there. Continue holding those good vibes. Remember to sell the FUD, buy up that bag. Don't forget to spread that liquid love. Also, if you're new here, don't forget to drop a subscribe, drop a comment down below. All the OG diamond hands out there, drop a comment down below, drop an elbow on that like button. Catch you up here on the mothership for the moon party. BYOB, bring your own bags. Peace out, Crypto Ghost. You was hating and it pop. Look where we going. You living in a bubble, I'm pouring up in bubbles. Cash in trouble, crypto popped a bubble. My bag triple double, bags in the back of the shuttle. Duffel, warm and they snuggle. My bags got muscles, be too high up, you sound all muffled. I told you about the prize, all I did was hustle. Open up your eyes, I had it on a guzzle. These bags we had to smuggle, now we in the sky, figured out the puzzle. Dancing through the shuffle, big bags dripping, got a puddle. Looking like we huddle, setting up the plan, we finally decouple. Yeah, it was a struggle.